Hello, Tom Nation. It's your boy Tom, and today we're going to be doing a follow-up video to the first video I did just a few days ago, Roblox Fisch. Um, Basically, watch that video first on how to install it, how it works, but a lot of people are running into some pretty common issues. So I kind of have been collecting the most popular ones I've seen. Obviously, there's going to always be one-offs, so if you have something new, put it in the comments below. Hopefully, I or someone else can help you who's experienced the same problem. But let's start with my website here, tabnationcoding.com/FAQs. I'll have that in the description below, obviously, but you go here, you just scroll down until you find the game, which is right here. And this is where I've been slowly kind of compiling all my big ones that I keep seeing over and over again. So we're just going to run through a few of these and show you exactly how to fix some of these issues. One thing I want to start with is a lot of people, you need to use bacon hair, which is kind of like the default avatar hair. I honestly don't know why you have to do this. I'm sure it has to do with something with the color scheme, but it's worth a try. I haven't had an experience where I have had a different type of hair causing an issue, but for some it seems to fix the problem. Another thing to point out is this actually works in the actual Roblox game that I downloaded, but a lot of people find it works a lot better when you use it in the actual browser, like Chrome or Firefox or whatever you're using, so that's worth a try too. The biggest one that people run into is your Roblox window needs to be in window mode. What that means is that if you have the game, whether it's in a browser or the actual game launched on your computer, you can still see this bar down here where you can push like the start menu, all that. You'll also, on the window, when it's in window mode, you'll see this bar at the top where you can push like the red X or minimize. Same within the Roblox client. So that's one you definitely have to do. The window also has to be active, meaning it is the one currently in focus. It's the one it's clicked on. If you're sitting here running your script and you go to a different window and try to, type a message in Discord or whatever, it's going to stop working because it needs to be the targeted window. Let's see. Another one we have that a lot is when people run the macro. It's opening in Notepad versus actually running. So let's talk about that one. Another one too is these are kind of the same problems. Is when people run this, it's running the AutoHotkey installer. If you've already downloaded and installed AutoHotkey, you can delete the installer. You don't need that anymore. That will at least solve that problem right away. But then if it's still opening in Notepad, let's take a look at that. So here's the script right here. If it has an H like this one does, it should just automatically launch. You know it launched because over here you'll see a bunch of little bars pop up with information about the script. But if it's opening a Notepad and it looks like a text file instead of this H, you're just going to right click on it. If you double click, it might open this too, but the best way and safest way is right click. You're then going to scroll down to open with. And right here, you're going to choose another app. And you're going to get this pop-up window here. You're going to click the blue link right here that says more apps with the down arrow. You're then going to scroll all the way to the bottom and click on the blue text that says look for another app on this PC. This is going to open a Windows Explorer. And from here, you're just going to navigate to your main hard drive here, which should just be called a C drive. You're going to go to Program Files. Now, a lot of you are going to have multiple program files. Just go with the default one that's just straight up program files. And right away, you should see AutoHotkey. It's alphabetized, so pretty easy to find. We're going to go in there, and you're going to select AutoHotkey. Now, obviously, there's a bunch here with the green icons that all have the word AutoHotkey. Just go with the default one that just solely says AutoHotkey, and the type of file should just be application. And you're going to click open, and that will automatically assign that script to always run in the AutoHotkey interpreter versus like the installer or Notepad. So that will solve most of your problems. Another one is the game a lot of people are wondering why it's messing with your graphics. It's toning them down. This is to help with frames per second, FPS, to make it a little bit less laggy and more accurate. To fix that, you just push escape, go to settings, scroll down till you see the graphics settings, and you just adjust it to, whatever you had it at before, whatever your computer can handle. Another one is window scale is 100%. If that doesn't work, always you can try 125%. That's helped a lot of people. And in order to do that, you're going to right click on your desktop. You can do this through the settings too, but this is by far the fastest and easiest way. Right here it says display settings at the bottom of this pop-up menu. You're going to click that, and this is going to just take you directly into the settings where you need to be, so it's faster to do it that way. Give it a second to load. My computer's a little slow when I'm recording. And then you're going to look for scale and layout, and as you see right here, by default you should all have this at 100% unless you've messed with it. But it's worth giving a shot at 125% and see if that works. Another one that's very common is when it comes to the shake. So a lot of people are having issues with the shake. It's not detecting, and the way it's working actually, just for your information, it's searching for this white text that's in the word shake. But if your system doesn't quite have perfectly white text, maybe it has like eggshell color or whatever, you need to change some code. So let's take a look. This will have to be done in the browser, by the way. But you need to download a extension called ColorZilla. Here it is, right here. And this is just on the Chrome store. I can put that in the description below too if this ends up being your issue. But yeah, you're just going to download this Chrome extension. You're going to click on it, and obviously you need to have the game running. You have to have shake, ready. And you're going to get this little crosshair. And as you can see, you're going to look for that text. And up at the top right here, it's showing you what you currently are targeting. And you got to look for that white text in the word shake, which is a little hard on this window, but there we go. Once you find this, what you want to do, well, I just closed it out by accident, but you're going to look for this number right here after the hashtag or pound sign, depending what generation you're from, and you need this number right here, and it also might have digits in it, as you can see sometimes. It might have actual like alphabetical letters in it, that's fine, but look for that white number. So let's try to get that. Like I said, this is because it's looking specifically for the pixel. So right here, I got this pixel number. It's FFFFD6. Basically, you need to memorize that, write it down on a piece of paper, whatever you're doing. And then you're going to actually need to edit this code. So you can open this in Notepad. I'm using Notepad++, just because it's easier for coding. But you can do it in anything that it will open. And basically what you're looking for is you can search for pixel. We're looking for pixel search specifically. And let me see if I can find it real quick so I can tell you which one you want. Which bar? Okay, here we go. Click, shake left, click, shake top. This is the one you're looking for. So on here, it's at line 512. This is what you're looking for. So however you want to search for that, search for it. But at the very end, right here, you're going to leave the 0 in the X, but this text right here, where by default in the script it's just a bunch of F's, which just stands for pure white, you're going to change it to that hashtag information that you got from ColorZilla. Put it in here, save your file, restart the script, and that has actually fixed a lot of the shake problems. Just because your system's color is not quite the same as the person who originally made this. Let's see, what else do we got here? So I did list that here. Blah, blah, blah. This shows you, I have the file path here in case you don't know where it is. I talk about which line of code, which I put right here, of where to change it. So that way if you need a visual, you can just go there. Another one that you might want to change is the shake mode in the code. By default, it is click. You want to change it to UI navigation, so let's search for that. All right. Oh, here we go. Maybe. There we go. So that's line 48. That's in the shake settings right here. Um, but you can just change shake mode to navigation. So you can just copy and paste that like that. And that can fix some of your problems too with the looking down and all that. So that's something else you change. Save, relaunch it. Also, before you relaunch, you always need to have Roblox actually running. If you don't, you'll get a message box saying, hey, why aren't you running Roblox, basically. So make sure the game's running before the script runs, because right off the bat, it does need to do stuff. So that's something else that a lot of people were having issues with, of why is it not running or giving me this error, and then the script just closes down. Let's see, what else? I think that's mostly what's in here. I wrote, before, scale 100%. Like I said, the installer, just delete it once you've actually installed all the hotkeys. But real quick, to finish up this video, let me show you a few things. So in this video, I'll have a link to my first video. That description has a few things, some comments that are helpful too to look at. But on Discord, I have a link to the actual Discord server. When you go here, AutoFish right here, here's where you download the script. Here's another video that's worth definitely checking out. And then here, right here, AutoHotkeys. This is where you download AutoHotkeys. So something to point out here too that a lot of people are mistaking. So when you go here, you click download. This script is currently written in version 1, not version 2. So you need to download version 1, not version 2. I'm sure at some point that might change if someone wants to upgrade it to version 2. I've been thinking about it, but don't really have time. Another thing to check out is frequent issues. A lot of what I covered is in here, but they're always being added for new tips that seem to be common. One to point out is close the chat and leaderboard while using the macro. This is really helpful when it comes to the shake, especially being a problem. So make sure you just check these out too. They're updated. And if you're still having issues, you can go to the macro issue section. And as you see, there's people here, kind of talking, asking questions. But definitely try the things out in this video first. That should be a lot more helpful. And I will see you all on the next one. And hopefully this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you guys still are having issues. I might do a part 2. Check out my website. I'm keeping most of my information updated there on new things that I'm finding out for hints and tips on getting this to work. And definitely subscribe in case I throw out more videos specifically on this topic. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.